And then I'm not the manager, so I'm not going to tell people what to do. And in the case of since then, it was just rushing to try and get a goal back. You know what I mean? They're just throwing everything. It's just like, just relax. Play the game and it'll come. But unfortunately, it didn't. But back to us. 12 people in our first week. If you said to me last week that you give me 4 wins, 4 players in team of the week, and to beat your hand off, I think it's been the perfect 4 wins.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, as I say, a fantastic week for you boys. Have you got? I mean, I know some managers like to sit on the fence and like to not say, "Oh, I've got one player I want to pick out or stand out." Is there one player you're going to give your team of the week to, or are you going to be like the old managers and sit on the fence and go, "Oh, everyone deserves it"?
No. Can I give honourable mentions? Is that allowable rather than just sit on the fence?
Yeah, of course you can, mate. That's fine.
I'll say play the week for me is going to be Ham. I think he's been fantastic, and we picked him up when we joined. Actually, he's been a great play on the right side. Keeps the ball going, keeps your attack moving, and he's vocal. And
who was that?
Experience. Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
I know it's quite a bizarre username.
Connor. Connor. Okay, the guy who is in the Jude Bellingham picture in Team of the Week. Okay, cool.
And then honourable mention would be Brandon and then Bill. He's an absolute Rolls Royce midfielder, but I couldn't even name him as player of the week if he didn't make the team of the week.
As I say again, another man in the team of the week. So pretty much the top players or standout players are the ones that are in team of the week for you. What position do you play?
Left mid.
Okay, so why are you not in it?
I am in it.
Oh, Tom. Sorry, my bad. There you go then. You're laughing. Yourself and then 3 other players. That's fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What game are you looking forward to for the next week? Is there any tough games, or is there anyone you're looking at and thinking they're the team that we need to beat? Or
in a respectful way, you look at the standings, and you'd have to say Foxes are the team you want to beat, you want to challenge with. I mean, it's unfortunate for us. We're obviously coming with 4 games behind, if you will. But like I said, our main aim is to stay up. But you judge by playing the teams who you. It's in the best. You touched on it there. They've had back-to-back promotions. So when we play them on Monday, that would be one that I did like to win. But if we take a point, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ben normally is in the chat. He does love to pipe up in the on the Twitch. In there, I'm surprised he's not even made a comment in the Discord group that we're in now. But no,
I'm not after debating anyone. Respectfully, you look at the results and you see that they're a good team, so it's going to be one to
definitely
to make sure we're on our game.
It's going to be an interesting one, you know what I mean? And all the best for next week. I will, as I say, anyone that does come onto the show, I do tend to keep an eye out on how they do. So I will be keeping an eye out, mate. So fingers crossed, you boys do well, and just make sure you beat legitimate, yeah?
Yeah, I hope that's a blessing that you keep an eye on them and not commentators curse, if you will.
If you look in the Discord, in the FLC one, Ajax won't come on again because they had a bit of a bad week. Ben will tell you. So Ben came on pretty much every week last season and won the league. So I mean, I don't take for that which you will. I mean, I'd be happy.
Most Sundays at this time.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, they came on every week and they won the Premiership last season. So he will tell you there's no curse. I obviously run the show and I was a co-manager for I can't even remember what they were called now. Elusive, and we got into the playoffs. So it's not too bad, but some people will say it's cursed. So just keep your eye out.
Spot on. Cheers for having me.
Cheers,
thank you.
Thank you ever so much. So that is your Premiership team of the week. We'll just run through quickly the Championship league table. As I say, I do apologise, guys. I don't actually have the team of the week for it. There has been an issue, but AD will be sending it into the manager's Discord, and you'll get it that way. So sitting pretty at top with 1 point in it is Goalgasm. They are beating Total Football by 1 point. Then we have Total Football in second, LA Galaxy third, Orlando fourth, Manchester United in fifth, Glenn. Oh, go on, Colin. I know I'm going to butcher this name again. Go on. Is it Glenn Moore?
Glenn Malore.
Glenn Malore. Thank you for that. Then we have Ajax in seventh, United We Stand eighth, Average Joe's going up there. They are ninth. BZB Raptors in 10th, Sheffield Wednesday in 11th, and Up and Rising in 12th. So, as I say, I do apologise, we don't have a team of the week for the championship. So what we'll do is we'll get the manager that we have on. I know he's going to be happy. I know I can see in the chat there's a goalgasm chant in there. So come on then, let us know who you are, who you manage, and how well you've done this week.
How's it going, lads? Steve here, league manager of Goalgasm, top of the table at the moment, so happy out.
Fantastic, mate. As I say, it's was it Total Football were up there last week. Whereabouts were you in the league? Sorry, was you?
Last week, is it?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, last week we were in second.
Second, so you've overtaken them, which is nice to see. So how was your week?
It was good. It was very good. I suppose at the start of the week you kind of look at the fixtures and you see Glenmalure, Ajax, Total Football, and like, oh, it's going to be a tough week for us. And I suppose it was all about kind of getting off to a strong start. So on the Monday we beat Glenmalure, which was a superb performance and excellent result. And then despite the Ajax's manager's prediction of a 3-1 defeat, we beat them 3-0, which was extra tasty. And then of course the big one then against Total Football, and you know you're always up against Total Football. To be fair, they've Chambo and Cam. We knew where he was playing. We knew how good he was. We had a plan for him. We had a man marked, but for literally 30 seconds of the whole game, he made something happen. Came away with 3 assists and did nothing else for the entire game. Which that's what he can do. He's that good. But yeah, it's been very good. United We Stand with the default, unfortunately, and then Raptors then to finish off the week with another win. So I think it's more Total Football kind of dropped the ball a little because they beat us and they were looking good, and then going into the Wednesday games they dropped more points. They seem to drop it against kind of the lower teams, shall we say, without being disrespectful, and turn it on then against the big clubs. But we took full advantage of it, and now we're sitting top of the league.
Well, that's the main thing. I mean, you can only do as best as you can. I mean, it does come down to like the later part in the season. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get your results to make sure you get either first, second, or the playoff places, and you have to rely on other people. There's nothing worse than having to rely on other results. You know what I mean? And that's that's where it can come unstuck a bit. So, as I say, I know we got a player of the week for the last league. Who is your player of the week, or are you going to be one of these that sits on the fence?
I'll give honourable mentions, but I will pick one. That's kind of the standout. So, as the honourable mentions, definitely our striker Warby. He's kind of started the season as a striker before he was kind of our right mid. And first 2 weeks, he's got 9 goals in 8 games. That's outstanding for a guy who never plays striker.
Is that the one that's in the chat now, yeah?
He could be. He is in the chat, I think. Yeah. The LA guy is our goalkeeper. He's been our team of the season goalkeeper as well. He's also getting an honourable mention because he's been consistent for over a year now with us. He's been with us and he's outstanding.
But I think games, that's on return.
Yeah. I suppose the one I'll go for is, as the player of the week, it could be any of our back three, but pre-season and kind of in our first week, our defence was under pressure a lot and getting a lot of stick from, I suppose, the rest of the team, really. And they really upped their game last week. So for me, just for most improved more than anything else, would be Nathan at right centre-back. He had a rough start because he's not a natural centre-back, but like any good player, you ask him to play there and he'll just jump in. And he's finished the week with an average of 5 possession wins a game. I think it's like 95% passing completed. I think he lost possession twice in 4 games. So he's been absolutely outstanding and the most improved. So definitely
fair play to him. So what are we saying? Any big games for you this week coming up?
Yeah, I was looking at the fixtures and it's not a tough week, shall we say, in comparison to the previous week. Again, no disrespect to the other teams. We're playing a lot of guys lower down the table, but obviously the standout game is against LA Galaxy. Okay. If we're serious about winning the title, then we've got to get something there. And if we get it, it's our first game on Monday. If we get a win there, I think we can push on and hold on to top spot. But we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know what you're saying when you say that the first win of the week gives you in good stead. You know what I mean, and it gives you that boost to carry on. But no, fantastic. I mean, I know Galaxy, they're a good side. I've trialled with them before, played against them before. So yeah, they're a good side. You know what I mean. They had a good battle the last few years with Villarreal, who are no more. But no, yeah, it'll be a good one. As I say, fingers crossed you can keep hold of the lead in the championship, so we say. And yeah, as I say, I'll keep my eye out, make sure you're doing all right. And if the commentator's curse is real, just don't put it in the chat because it will scare everyone else off.
Just in your predictions, keep saying we're going to lose because that's working in our favour. So keep going for it.
Okay, so so hopefully next week we'll see Galaxy beat you then. 3-1. We'll go for a 3-1 because that was what Ajax said, wasn't it?
Nice. Yeah.
I know Chris Salter's probably going to be messaging me saying don't do that, but there we go. But no, yeah, good luck for the rest of the season, mate.
Cheers, man. Thanks very much.
That's all right, fella. Right, so we'll get on to League One. We'll go through the table again. I do have the team of the week for this one. I don't have any managers, so if there is any League One managers in the chat, if you literally hit me a message and I'll send you a link to jump into the chat if that's what you want to do. If not, then that's cool. It'll just be me and Colin talking about it.
Yeah.
So, right, we will go with sitting pretty at the top and still the only team not to drop any points in FLC. We have Impact Esports with 10 games played, 10 wins and 23 points. Sitting second, you have Benfica with 12 points. I'm going to say it now, Colin. The league is wrapped up in League One, and Impact have won it.
I think they're kind of they're heads above the rest of us. That's for sure.
Definitely, mate. Was it 11 points clear of second already?
Yeah.
Only 10 games played. That's crazy. In third is Cov. Then you have Evolution in fourth. Uprising fifth. Rangers 6th, Salzburg 7th, Wolves Esports in 8th, Nottingham Forest in 9th, Leyton Orient 10th, 11th we have Dortmund, but they were a new addition, weren't they? I think they joined the other day. And then we have FLC Wolves United. Well, let's talk about Impact then. 23 points, 10 games, and they've won all 10. Should they have been put in a higher league, do you reckon? Or
look, it's one of those things when they came along, like all their teams have come along, their class as a new team. They have impacted in with us before several times.
Is that Zane Henson's team, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know I'm not too sure if Zane is still manager. I think it's James Lewis that's managing them at the moment, or he could be co-manager. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe Zane is still playing. We've had impact on a number of occasions, and they did fall, and obviously when they came back then, class as a new team, we try and keep it as fair as we can. We try and promote internally first before new teams are in.
Yeah.
Just so happens that they're in leagues are in. In fairness, before the season even started, I would have been fully sure that Coventry would have been giving them a run for their money. There would have been between the two of them for the title, but obviously results haven't gone quite the way Coventry would have expected, but no doubt they'll have a stronger second half of the season, I would believe.
Yeah, I know. As I say, it's a bit of a mad one. As I say, them three teams have pretty much, I don't want to say run away with it, but they look like they're the top three in the league. You know what I mean? Which isn't nice to say to the others, but that's unfortunately that's sometimes the way it goes, isn't it? Right. So
well, no, look, I've played against all three of them, and you can't knock the fact that all three teams are very good teams. They're very solid.
Well, I mean,
they're not easy to break down. So, and the results are showing that.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, Cov, they were the old man. They've been Man City before, weren't they? They destroyed. Was it League 3?
Yeah, I think now. Well, in fairness, Coventry have actually won the Prem on previous occasions.
I know Benfica were in the Prem as well. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things. When you get the old band back together, you get some of the boys that are still been playing in the Prem around, and they're like, "Now I'll go back to that." So it's nice to see some of the teams back.
I'm sure I might be corrected on this now, but if I'm not wrong, I'm nearly sure that I think Cov could have won Prem back to back.
Oh,
I believe if I'm not wrong. I'm sure.
I mean, we could have that happen this season again with Ben's Foxes, which would be nice to see. Not for the people in the Prem, but yeah. There we go. Right, we're going to jump into Team of the Week for League One then. As I say, I do have this one. So, in goal, we have... Sorry, 1 second. Let me screen load. We have Turfan for Impact. In defence, we have Nelsy, Wolves Esports. Then William for Wolves United. And talk of the devil in, he shall appear. Zane for Impact. Then we have Martin for Notts County. In the midfield, we have Damien for Wolves Esports. Anthony for Impact. Andrew for Evolution. And no, it's not a fix. That's myself in there for Team of the Week for Wolves. Then we had Dadif, yeah. Oh, I don't know how you say that one. For Evolution up front. And then I know the only reason now he's not come on, so we can hear his name. We have AD sitting there is your striker for Wolves in the Players of the Team of the Week. Sorry, not Players of the Week. But yeah, it's you know what I mean. There's quite a lot of Wolves players considering they're not that high up in the league. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Sitting
I think you've two. And then you have 2 from the Wolves United as well.
Yeah, and then 2 from the Wolves United. You know what I mean. So they're sort of dominating the Team of the Week, which is nice to see. And no, they haven't stat boosted before anyone says anything.
And in fairness, then there's no surprise with the 3 Impact guys there. I mean, in fairness, particularly Zane and the goalkeeper. Obviously, their defence has proven that they're deservedly there.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you do realise now when it comes to your training nights, you're not going to hear the end of this from Made in the fact that he's made Team of the Week. Like you'll be living off this now.
Yeah, I know, mate. As we did have a little conversation last week that, as I say, you all vouching that in the game in the party chat when when AD was playing in goal. How annoying was it when you heard a?
Oh yeah. You run, give me a press. He was running up the pitch.
Mate, I was like, "What the hell is this?" The first time I joined you lot, I was like, "What the hell is this going on here?" I was like, "Is someone all right there?" And it was just like, "Yeah, just running up for the corner," and it was a mad one. As I say, I think it happened. We had like 4 corners back to back, and he was out of breath. I thought he was going to have a heart attack or a panic attack. You know what I mean? Where he was out of breath. But no, as I say, it's nice to see that it's not dominated by Impact players. Whether that's people that haven't actually put their stats in, because obviously now with it being in PGS, everyone has to input their own stats. Which is nice for the managers. They don't have to sit there after a week of foot match or maybe after the games. I don't know how everyone did it. I know when I did it, I used to do it every match, just so that I was on top and I didn't have to sit and do it for the rest of the week. I know I've just seen Impact Esports are playing a tournament tonight. It's on my Twitch as I've got them on there. But no, it's nice to see there's a healthy, like, with the Prem as well. It was balance. There's not like one team dominating it. Just goes to show, you know what I mean. It's, as I say, I think Wolves, as I said, were pretty low down in the table. Let me just double check quickly. They're 8th. You know what I mean? You've got 4 players from there. Then obviously you've got bottom of the league, the academy team. You've got, was it 1 player in there?
Yeah, I think it's William Reader in the defence.
Yeah. And then you've got Uprising? They've got Evolution. Sorry, who are 4th. You know what I mean? Notts County again. They're 9th. So it's nice to see there's different types of people in there, not just you know what I mean, the ones that stand out that everyone knows about. You know what I mean. Obviously, you've got Zane, as you say, the three from Impact that obviously have done well.
Yeah, I know. Just doing the stats for all the players is one of Zane's pet peeves. Having to gather them all up and do them each game. Used to annoy him no end.
But no. Well, there we go, guys. As I say, we've not really got too many. Like, we haven't got a championship. A League One manager one. So it's a pretty quick one this week. I just want to say thank you, Colin, for joining us.
Yeah, no problem at all.
We've taken your FLC virginity now.
Well, someone had to.
So it's nice to see that. As I say, hopefully we'll have AD back next week. If not, I'm sure we'll have another special guest from another owner or admin. I think it's really nice the fact that we get you guys on now. It's something that where if there's a question, you know what I mean, like was at the very first start about the stats, you know what I mean, it's nice to get you guys that actually deal with the league. We get to, you know what I mean, I know certain people have put questions to you, and I know, and I'm not making excuses for you guys, I know you guys are busy, you know what I mean, this isn't your main job, you do have lives outside of FLC, like you guys do it for us.
Do I? Do I really?
I like to think you've got a life outside of FLC. I mean, I hope you don't just sit there on your PlayStation waiting for game day.
Oh shit! Yeah, now, if I could do it, if that was my life now, I think I'd be kind of happy.
Yeah,
but now I wish I had that amount of free time.
But I know obviously you guys do go put a lot of effort into running the league and keeping it going. So yeah, I just want to say thank you again. As I said, I have said to AD as well, and Kenny and Ash and that, but it has been it is a pleasure working with you guys and the stress you guys go. You know what I mean? I only started doing co-managing, so I know how stressful that was. And I'm sure, I know the managers do give some stick and get annoyed sometimes, but I'm sure they do all appreciate you. Even if they won't say it to your faces, I'm sure they do.
Look, it's one of those things. Yeah, I have to say, with credit to Ado anyway, particularly getting us up and running PGS app. The man, to be fair to him, was just a workhorse in terms of the workload that he does. His work pace is unreal. I kind of I'm nowhere near at his level. I used to be, but admittedly I'm not anymore. But I'm getting back into the swing of things now, in fairness, and I'm
beautiful
trying to get myself up to scratch. But with everything though, in fairness, as you're saying, there's with all the admins, everyone that's been helping us, we wouldn't be able to do it without them, in fairness.
Exactly, as I say, without them, we don't have a league, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Fair play to everyone, you know what I mean? And as I say, I love doing this show. I love talking to you guys. I know.
Happy to have you on board. We're delighted to have you on board.
Thank you, mate. I know I get the added bonus of listening to Aid most nights. I mean,
look at you.
Oh, mate. The guy's just so, like, you know what I mean, he's got family commitments tonight, you know what I mean, spending the day with the family, which is nice.
Yeah.
But there we go. As I say, good luck to everyone this week. Colin, get yourself in the team, mate. Come on, we need.
Yeah, I'll have to look around and promote myself, I suppose.
We'll have to do. I think we did it a few seasons ago. Single player, free agent, reveal yourself.
Why not?
But there we go.
Why not?
As we say, thank you ever so much, guys. Look forward to seeing you next week